Hi there, welcome to the Nomadic Owl Oracle. This is going to be for the month of February 2019 for the zodiac sign of Sagittarius. This is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everyone, and it will not be specific as far as for romance, finances, or career. You will know what it applies to when you hear it if this resonates for you. Again, it is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everybody. So please keep that in mind. If it doesn't resonate, please see your sun, moon, or rising sign to get more information. You can find that on Google or also on Cafe Astrology. That is not necessarily my thing that I can give you all that information on hand. So I do recommend that you look up the tools that are available to you on the internet. Another thing that I like to tell people is I read an energy. So as far as energy, it can apply as far as during the month, prior to the month, or after the month. Whenever you watch this, if it resonates for you, then it is for you at that time. It is something that you need to know at that time. If it doesn't resonate, again, please just click off. There are other readers that might have information for you. There are too many people that watch these readings for it to apply to everybody's specific situations. So please keep that in mind. Another thing that I like to tell you is I do cuss at times. So if you don't like cuss words, please don't hold that against me. I am being my true authentic self, and I am trying to give you the messages that I am receiving, and I want to be as real with you as possible. I like to talk to you as I would talk to my friends because I don't want to act like I'm anything that I'm not. So keeping that in mind, my main intention here is to help people the best that I can, to give them the messages that they might need at this time, and to be able to clarify things that they might be questioning in their life or whatever the case may be. I do this solely to help people, not to become rich, not to be thought as being the greatest reader in the world or whatever. Again, this is only my second month of doing this, so this is something that's new to me. Okay, I'm not the best. I know this. I'm doing the best I can, though, to accommodate everybody and give you the messages that I can, that I am provided. I do like to do my intuitive take into the readings first, and then from there, I will read to you what the book actually states the meaning of the cards are. I like to use my intuition because that is something that I use on a daily basis that guides me, that helps me, and I have found that it can help others as well. Another thing I like to tell you guys is I do go ahead and pre-shuffle the cards. I meditate and pray on them and do all my ritual prior to me coming on the video because I like to sit with the cards and the energy and pick up anything that I'm supposed to tell you at this time. If you don't like that, I'm sorry, but that's how I do my thing. I don't like watching other readers shuffle for 20 minutes and talk about all this other stuff that doesn't apply to my current reading. So I'm trying to consider that for you guys and give you the best reading I feel would be able to help you at this time and also to cut down on time. So guys, with all that being said, that's a lot of information. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everybody. Another thing I like to say, if you would like to schedule a personal reading for me, please make sure that you contact me by message on here or on my Facebook page. So for the first overall energy that you guys have for the month of February, if I can think of what the hell I'm talking about right now, sorry, is Storm Chaser. So this card would talk about, possibly chasing after things that may not be the best of things for your health, for your good, for your life. Maybe you think something is exciting and very intense and it might seem like it's a good thing for you, but you got to be careful when you chase after storms. Sometimes you get caught in those storms and it ends up being a whirlwind of shit. Let's be real. So be careful what you're chasing after, what you're following, and what you're believing, because sometimes things aren't quite what they seem or what you think they're going to be. The next card that you have is the Jeweled Octopus. Okay. Sorry, I don't know why I'm shaking. So this card is talking about, this is overall energy again. This card is talking about being pulled in by something that looks beautiful and promising and all these great things. However, the same thing that pulled you in might be something that traps you and keeps you stuck in a bad situation or drowns you with a bunch of shit, you know? So just because something looks good on the outside or somebody looks good on the outside doesn't mean that they're the best person or the best situation for you to involve yourself in. Keep that in mind. The next card that you guys have for what's going to be happening or what you need to do during the month is transparency. It says honest, authentic, genuine, and being present. So when this card comes up, it's saying that, yeah, we might have our daydreams. We might have things that we want them to be one way or people to be a certain way, and they're not. You need to be honest with yourself. Be authentic. Don't try to portray yourself or what's going on as something that it's not. When you act like you're not something that you are, then you're blocking yourself. You're blocking your abundance. When you're chasing after something that is not good for you and you're not accepting that it's not good for you, then you're only going to harm yourself in the end. So be real with yourself. Be real with your intentions. And don't let something deceive you just because it looks nice and flashy on the outside. The next card that you have is endurance. It says keep going. So it's in the reverse, guys. What I'm going to say about this, with this being in the reverse, I'm going to say maybe at this time you're tired. You know, you're like, damn, man, why isn't things on a better level? Why are things just kind of, why am I so tired? Why am I so wiped out? Why do I not have any energy, any drive at this time to move forward? Something might be blocking you. Something or somebody or a job or something might be taking all your energy and it's wiping you out and letting you not be able to move forward and do the things that you want to do. The next card that you have is receptivity. It says allow yourself to receive, allow yourself to give. So in a situation, sometimes, you know, we give too much, we take too much, or we try to find a balance. With this being in the reverse, it's speaking of something is taking too much while you might be given too much. You are in a situation that is a little bit one-sided, that the other person, place, thing, job, whatever the fuck it is, sorry, might be like taking too much from you. And it's leaving you depleted. That's why you have no endurance at this time, is because something that looked all beautiful and great on the outside is now causing you all this turmoil, all this chaos, all this crazy that you weren't quite expecting. So you need to, like it says, be transparent, be real with yourself. Don't let yourself be deceived by others' intentions and motives. If something doesn't feel right, if it's draining your energy and it's not elevating you, then it's not good. Just saying. And then for the outcome of the month, you have the mirror. It says, know thyself, self-examination, and seeing who you really are. So with this card, guys, it's talking about being honest, man. Sitting in your mind, sitting in your head, and knowing that, hey, look, this is who I am, this is what I want, and being real with yourself. If a situation is not vibing with you, if it is not what you're trying to bring into your life, if it's draining you and leaving you depleted and leaving you where you're like, damn, what the hell just happened? And you're just bummed and you're just like, wow, you know, I'm giving, and I'm not getting anything in return. It's time to change that. It's time to be real with yourself, see stuff as it truly is, and then move forward from there. So guys, that is my intuitive take into these cards. Now I'm going to read to you what the actual meaning of them is to give you more information. I don't know if I told you guys, but the decks that I'm using today are going to be the Myths and Mermaids cards and also the Oracle of the Mermaids cards. The reason I'm using these decks is because it's the month of February. It's the month of love and passion and romance and all that shit. So mermaids, that's what they're usually for. That's usually what they do and represent and all that. So keep that in mind. That is why I chose this. I don't normally do romantic readings unless somebody asks for one personally. Most of my readings, I try to just give you whatever my guides and spirit and creator want you to know and want you to have at that time. Okay, so please keep that in mind. So guys, for the first card that you have, the Storm Chaser, number 29, it says. Bear with me 1 second. Sorry. Okay, so it says, expect creative energy. Energy is in the air. You will soon be struck with profound creative power. Tap into this energy and find the inspiration to create through art, writing, or another form of expression. Be warned, this force will build up and it will be released. It is best to select a proper creative outlet so that it does not turn into a destructive force. This creative energy can produce amazing results and tap into artistic reserves you never knew you had. If you open yourself up to the power and are receptive at the right time, this can flow. Now is the time to complete that project you have been wanting to finish, but have had trouble wrapping up. It is also the ideal time to start something new, your signature piece, your work of a lifetime. If you do not do that soon, you may miss an exceptional opportunity. Who knows when it will come around again? So it's urging you to use the creative abilities, the creative power, the inspiration that you have, maybe a muse, a job, or something that makes you feel passionate, something that makes you see that, hey, look, this dream that I have, I need to pursue that. Now is the time. Without you doing that, you might burn out and you may not be able to bring in the results that you're hoping to bring in. So it's saying to use it to your best advantage, but make sure that you're careful with it because it can also backfire. Then the next card that you have was the Jeweled Octopus. And there's that card, guys. In this card, it says, look beneath the surface. Be careful, my friend. Not everyone is as they seem. Not all that glitters is gold, nor is every bright bauble the priceless treasure it first appears. You may have recently encountered someone charming whose flashy facade draws people in, but remember that this is all a facade. You must look beneath the surface to see the true value of a person, and like the jeweled octopus, your new acquaintance just might be hiding behind a dazzling disguise. So whatever you have going on, if there's someone in your life that has just came in and they just seem too great, too magical, too powerful, too wonderful, be very careful with that, because it's saying to you that they're trying possibly to trap you by giving you a false pretense, a false perception of who they are. Be real with yourself. You know, yeah, they might look damn good on the outside, and yeah, they might offer you this and have that, but that's not always everything. If somebody's not being real with you, over time, you're going to realize that they're not being real with you and they're being fake and telling you all this stuff just to impress you. Sometimes people like to impress you to get you wrapped in, and then by the time you're stuck in it, you're just like, damn, what the hell just happened? That might be what this kind of situation is. Doesn't have to be a person. It could be a job. It could be schooling, any kind of situation where you are enwrapped in a situation that seemed like it was going to be good, but turns out to be something completely different. Please keep that in mind. Then the next card that you have is transparency. It says honest, authentic, genuine, and being present. So let me get this for you guys. All right. So there is a truth that must be told. Time to reveal who you are to someone you have been keeping much of yourself hidden from. Time to clarify what it is that you mean, what it is you want, and to truly look within and come to an understanding of who you are. In order to do this, it may be necessary to be very still for a little while. So much movement has ruffled the surface, and it has not been possible to see clearly. Now, still yourself, see the waters clear, and look deep within, and then share this with a trusted other, and most of all, with your own self. Your true nature has been crying out to be heard, and your true face has longed to be shown to the world. From this time forth, people will know who you are. Some will say you have changed, but the truth is you have become who you always were, who you were meant to be at a deep and very personal level at the heart of you. So it's saying that, you know, you're going through all this stuff, you're going through all these changes, and people might be seeing you differently. You're changing your life. You're changing your circumstances, the situation. So people might be used to seeing you be one way, and now you're a totally different way. But it's like what they don't realize is this is who you've always been. This is who you've always wanted to be, and you never were allowed to be before. So now you're stepping into your power. You're being your true self. And some people may not like that. And that's fine. You have to be real with yourself. You have to do what makes you happy and what brings you the most peace and joy in your life. So the next card that you have is endurance, and it says keep going, but however, it's in the reverse, guys. So please keep that in mind. With it being reversed, it says you may believe you are weak or physically unable to complete a task. You may have committed to believing that there is no way your strength can increase. It is not always about your physicality. So often it is about amazing endurance of spirit and your soul and your creative force that requires the ability to go a little bit further, to reach a little harder, to extend yourself, and to go well beyond a comfort zone. You may also believe that to become